What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Brianna, back with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the family. And if you are not new, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, y'all, as y'all can tell by the title, thumbnail, I'm going to be going over like Navy questions. I'm going to answer questions that I get in my IG DMs. So questions that people might have like people might have these same questions, or people might be in the same situation as these people that's DMing me. So I just wanted to go ahead and answer these questions just so y'all know. I put a poll on my YouTube channel as well, and y'all voted for the Navy questions with the DMs. The votes were really close with the options that I put, so I'm gonna just be dropping videos like back to 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 back. So stay tuned and let's get into this video. Okay, guys, so yes, you have different options when it comes to the cardio part of the PFA. So you can run, you can swim, you can row, and you can bike. So on the biking elliptical where you just bike it, you can do that. If you decide to choose to run on the treadmill, you have to like burn a certain amount of calories, I believe. I never really did. The only option that I've ever done was running. Like, I always run, but it's not on the treadmill. I run like outside or on the track or wherever they have us do it at. So that's always been my option. You can swim, but hardly anybody ever chooses that. If you're on deployment or something and it's time for PRT, you're not going to be able to do that on the ship because there's no pool on the ship. And then how would I be to be given the option? So you basically just choose that. You can choose whatever you want to do. It's literally on you. So when the time comes, you know, they're going to ask you what do you want to do, and you're going to choose. And yeah, it's totally up to you. Okay, next question. Hey boo, I watch you on YouTube and I was looking forward to joining the Navy, but I do have tattoos on my hand and neck. I was wondering what's the policy on that, and I can't swim. Would that be a problem? I wanted to reach out to someone who's actually in the Navy. Okay, so for the tattoos, you can definitely have hand tattoos. You can have neck tattoos. I actually looked this up after after she DM'd me that. I did look it up. You can have neck, hand tattoos, but long as they're not like, you know, gang affiliate, they're not like offensive in any type of way. They just have to be like, you know, appropriate tattoos. If you have neck and hand tattoos and you're kind of wondering if I can join with that, you're good. As long as it's not, like I said, offensive or gang related or anything like that. And I can't swim. Would that be a problem? Honestly, a lot of people in the Navy, they join the Navy and cannot swim, so it's not going to really be a problem. If you don't pass the swimming part of it, you will still be able to, you know, have the option. You'll still go to swimming classes and swimming lessons throughout boot camp, and they literally will teach you to float at least, stay on top of the water, maintain yourself, not panic when you're in the water. They teach you stuff like that. So I remember when I was in boot camp, there was a lot of people in my division that really couldn't swim, and they'll go to the swim place and they'll just, you know, practice swimming and train with them, and they'll be good. So I've never really seen anybody get kicked out or anything like that because of the fact that they couldn't swim. So hey, quick question. So I seen your YouTube channel about the Navy. Do you enjoy it? Because I was thinking about joining. Honestly, y'all, I actually do enjoy the Navy. I don't think it's that bad as people may make it seem or anything like that. And it also depends on your rate. It depends on the people that you're around. It depends on your leadership. All that do play a part in it. And it also depends on where you're stationed at. Honestly, my best advice is just make it the best that you can. Like, make your experience the best. Don't go dreading it. Just go and, you know, just do what you gotta do. Go to work, be on top. But like, you know, you have certain celebrations. Like if you rank up, you know, it makes it a lot easier. It's just certain factors that play a part when it comes to stuff like that. So I would say just make it the best that you can. Just, you know, make friends. You're not alone, never alone. And if you do ever feel alone, or you have a person that you can talk to and stuff. So yeah, but I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy traveling, seeing the world. I definitely enjoy, you know, just having the honors of being in uniform and stuff like that. So not sure if you're going to answer, but I saw your video about the Navy. I am interested to join, but I'm scared due to past trauma. How did you feel at first while preparing for it, and how did you cope with the process? Honestly, y'all, preparing for the Navy, I was very anxious, nervous. I didn't really know what to expect, and I was doing the same thing y'all are doing. I was going on YouTube, looking up videos to help me and just to see what my experience would be like. I had plenty of questions. I was just going on YouTube, just looking for stuff, and I just feel like some stuff that I was looking for, I couldn't really find on YouTube. So that's why I make my videos, because I feel like I bring like a little something different, because I kind of go into more specific things and not just like what everybody else talk about. Like, you know, I talk about kind of everything, like BAH. I kind of give the perspective of someone that's at home that have a child and they have a spouse that's in the military and they're not in the military. Like, I do videos like kind of for the whole audience, like just for everybody's perspective. So, but yes, that's how I prepared. I was watching videos just like y'all are doing, watching videos. I was kind of working out kind of at least twice a week just to get prepared for the physical part. Yeah, that's just how I was coping with it. Before you go to boot camp, just spend a lot of time with your family, you know, leave on good terms with your family, because in boot camp, you know, you want to be able to write your family members, you want to be able to have someone to call, talk to, and stuff like that. So yeah. Hey girl, found you from your YouTube account. I've just been enlisted as a PS in the Navy. Okay, shout out to the PS community. And I see that's what you do. Can you give me some tips? I go to boot camp in April. Okay, y'all, so if you are joining the military as a PS or as a YN, both of those jobs are similar. So if you are joining the military as a PS or a YN, my best advice, y'all, and I'm speaking strictly from experience, my best advice is to stay organized, because it's a lot of paperwork on a computer and it's a lot of people's stuff that you'll have to, you know, take care of. So stay organized. Buy a planner. So go to like a local store, just buy you a planner so that you can take notes and stuff, because like I said, the workload gets pretty hectic and heavy. So you want to be able to write down everything, because it's so easy for something to slip through your mind, or you can forget to do something, process something and stuff like that. So you want to be on top. You don't want to be messing up anybody's pay, anybody's like records, just nothing like that. So I say get a planner, stay organized, ask questions if you have questions, and just also, you don't have to, when you at work, that don't have to be the only time that you kind of get into your job. Like if you're at home and you're not really doing nothing, do research on your job and just look at stuff, read, and just see like what you should know. Like, you know, it helps. Like just be prepared, you know, invest in yourself when it comes to your job, because you want to be good. You want to be able to know what you're doing. When people ask questions, you want to know what you're talking about. Yeah, and also good customer service comes with this rate too, because, you know, you're going to see a lot of people, because people are always going to come to you if there's something wrong with their pay and stuff. And you know, the real what's the word, the real stereotype when it comes to PSs and stuff is, oh, you're going to get a lot of angry customers about their pay. Y'all, I've been a PS for about 3 years now, and honestly, I've never came across like a super angry customer. I never really had a bad experience. So it's really chill. Like, people don't just go in the office just acting out and acting crazy. Like, people literally just genuinely want to know what's going on with their pay and stuff. So, but yeah, that's my tips on those rates, PS and YN. Just make sure that you're organized, write down notes, attention to detail. Like, just, you know, don't let little things slip past and go and slip through the cracks, because like I said, speaking from experience, I was not always the perfect PS. Still not perfect. I still have a lot of stuff that I could work on, but those were my main key factor things. Like, those were my main problems, was I wasn't the most organized and I wasn't really taking notes, so things would start to slip through the cracks and stuff. So those are my tips on that. Hi, I've been watching some of your YouTube videos about the Navy, and besides being terrified about joining, kind of wanted to know what you would recommend someone like me doing in the Navy. I have no clue what I want to do. I also got a very low ASVAB score. Good enough to get in, but I don't know. I guess I'm worried I'm going to go in and get a job that I don't like. I haven't been done 2 MEPs yet. Just waiting for my system to be clean. Just a week. my recruiter, and he's telling me that I can still get a job even though I got a low score. Yeah, so the ASVAB score don't really, like, I'm telling y'all, the final total score doesn't really matter. Like I said in one of my previous videos, it goes by line scores, right? I'm telling y'all, I did not score the highest, but I was still able to pick up the rate PS just because those line scores for that rate matched up and they were good. So like I said, and even when you do join the Navy, y'all, so if for the people that joins the Navy they end up not liking their job and they want to cross rate, there is an option where you can cross rate. So when you get to your first command, you can always retake the ASVAB. You can always talk to your career counselor, because they help you when it comes to cross rating. So if you want to switch a rate, it's possible. So don't freak out. And anybody that got a rate, and so anybody that's watching this video right now, right, and they picked up a rate, and they go do research and stuff before they even join. They go do research and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't like my rate. What do? I already picked it. what do I do? There's always an option where you can go in and you can switch your rate. So you can retake the ASVAB and stuff like that. Crazy part is I was going to actually retake my ASVAB so I can get a better rate, but then I realized that I was still able to pick up PS, so it didn't even matter at that point. But you can still go in there and you can change your rates if you don't like it. So hi Bree, just watching Navy bootcamp videos. Just wondering if you could help me understand if my spouse and kids will receive BAH while I'm in bootcamp. That is a really good question, and somebody else asked me that too on one of my previous videos. They were basically asking like if when you're married you get BAH, your family gets, you know, it's basically for money to support your family and stuff. I'm not too sure if you start getting it in boot camp or if you have to wait till you graduate and go to your first command. So what I believe it is, and I'll double check, you know, and make sure, and probably like go down in my comments and put the correct answer. But what I think it is, I think that you go to your first command and then that's when you start put in the information for them to process that so that your spouse and kids can start getting it. I don't know if they'll back pay it from when you started boot camp or if they'll just do it when you get to your first command. So the boot camp question I'm not too sure about, and I don't want to give y'all any false information about that, and I don't know what I'm talking about type. So I don't want to lead y'all, I don't want to just give y'all the wrong information. So okay y'all, next question. I am a 28-year-old single mother of a 6-year-old. His dad is around, just not married. Honestly unsure on the marriage relationship thing with dad. I know I have to leave my son for 2 months of boot camp and stuff, but will he be able to return to me after boot camp and A school? Maybe him and I will live off base, or would I have to live in the barracks and he remains with his dad? Okay y'all, so for people with kids, since that is your dependent, you're automatically entitled to BAH. So you do not have to be in a barracks when you join. You will be given BAH, and that's basically basic allowance for housing, where they give you money to live off base. So yes, you don't have to, if you have any kids, if you have any dependents whatsoever, even if you don't have any kids but you have a spouse, if you're married, any of that, you're automatically entitled to BAH. So you don't have to stay in any barracks when it comes to that. So yeah, it's a lot of instances where, you know, people would think that they might have to stay in the barracks or if they have to stay on base or anything like that. But no, so since you have a dependent, if you have any dependents, you do not have to live on base. You'll be automatically given money to stay off base. And yeah, so everything will be fine there. Everything is good. And yeah. Okay, y'all, let me answer another question. My camera is about to die. Hey Brianna, I came across your page one day and I was inspired because I saw you were in the Navy, and I have been wanting to join for the longest time, but I was struggling to pass the ASVAB and also struggling to detox and clear my system up because I used to smoke weed. I also felt like my recruiter wasn't giving me the support I needed, so now I have changed recruiters. Do you have any tips or anything I can do to help me out so I can continue to process my dream? Okay y'all, for the ASVAB, like I said in one of my previous videos, I always just went online and looking up ASVAB tests, and I was just taking the practice test on there. It definitely gets your mindset and back in that, you know, educational, studying type of mental. Yeah, so just practice. You just got to put in the work. It really just depends on you when it comes to the ASVAB. Just study like you need to. Get y'all, order the ASVAB for Dummies book, because that stuff helps. And then for the detoxing from like your system of weed and stuff like that, y'all, 100% the Navy is non-tolerant of any type of drugs. So smoking weed is not, there's nothing you can do to stay in. They will literally just kick you out. Like any drugs, if you find any drugs, they do your analysis. They do them randomly at your command. So if you smoking, don't think that you're gonna be okay, because 10 times out of 10 you're going to get kicked out. So yeah. And then y'all, like, the consequences are not always the best. You can get out on dishonorable discharge. You can get out on not a good, it's not a good look, and it can affect you from getting future jobs whenever you get out of the Navy. And also like it's just not even worth it getting in trouble, because you got to do restriction, you got to do all this stuff, so you don't have like freedom. Like, it's just a lot of stuff. So stay away from the drugs, y'all, because it's zero tolerance in the Navy. So yeah. Okay y'all, so those were a few questions from my IG DMs, and y'all can continue to ask me questions. So All About Brianna is my name on Instagram, so make sure y'all follow me, go add your girl, and follow me, show love on my pictures, y'all, and then send me DMs and I'll get back with it, period. So yes, if y'all enjoyed this video and if it was informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not gonna tell y'all what my next video is gonna be, but y'all will see. It's coming real soon, trust me. I don't know, I already started on it. But month, y'all, is February, so I hope and pray that y'all February is filled with love, happiness, accomplishments, just all that good stuff, y'all. Stay motivated, stay in there, keep going, keep pushing. Whether you're going through something or not, just, you know, you'll get through it. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And y'all, I'm gonna start ending off my videos with this phrase right here. All that you have is all that you need. All that you have is all that you need. You don't need to have, you don't have to have everything in the world to do something. You don't have one support in your life, that's all that you need. If you only have you to support yourself, that's all that you need. You don't need the world to be behind you when it comes to stuff. You don't. So yes, remember that phrase. All that you have is all that you need. Whether it's people, materialistic things, all that stuff. But yes, y'all, so y'all stay safe. I will see y'all in another video. Thank y'all for the support. Thanks y'all for 2,003 something, 2.3 something subscribers, y'all. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Y'all be making me smile. Y'all be making your girl happy. But yes, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.